Seeking happiness often leads to disappointment, while accepting unhappiness can bring contentment. Imagine you aim to be a successful business owner. You work hard towards this goal, but if you're not there yet, you might feel sad, noticing the big difference between your current state and your dream. This sadness can hurt your happiness and confidence. This idea is like what Epicurus said: to feel rich, want less, rather than have more. The backwards law means the harder you try for something, the more likely you are to end up unhappy or worse off than before. This seems strange compared to what we usually hear, which is that effort and hard work bring more success and joy. The backwards law suggests there's a limit to how much effort we should put into goals. Sometimes, stepping back and letting things happen naturally is better. It's about finding a balance and knowing when trying too hard can actually backfire. Alan Watts, an English writer and speaker known for bringing Eastern philosophies like Buddhism, Taoism, and Advaita Vedanta to the West, highlighted this. His work bridges Eastern and Western thoughts, offering deep insights. Watts popularized the backwards law, originally from Taoism or Zen Buddhism. He described it simply: the harder you try to hold on to something, the more it slips away. This law is about letting go and allowing things to happen, suggesting that when we stop forcing, we achieve our desires. The backwards law asks us to look beyond just achieving goals and to understand what we truly want in life. Watts pointed out that we often don't know our real desires because we can't clearly define them. The law doesn't specify what to focus less on. Instead, it encourages us to deeply explore our goals and desires. It's a tool for understanding our true motivations and needs, pushing us to introspect and examine what really matters to us. This principle invites us to examine our desires closely, asking why we want something, what we hope to gain from it, and if it aligns with our core values. Understanding the difference between our superficial wants and deeper needs can guide us towards more fulfilling choices. Number 1. Pursuit of happiness. Constantly chasing happiness can be counterproductive. The belief that happiness comes only from achieving specific goals is challenged here. Often, the endless pursuit can lead to less happiness than simply experiencing joy without a specific reason. Number 2. Anxiety and control. Anxiety often stems from trying to control our surroundings. We usually overestimate our control, trying to dominate our emotions and environment. This can increase anxiety. Letting go of this control can lead to self-acceptance and peace of mind. Number 3. Wealth and desire. The more you remind yourself of your desire to be rich, the poorer you feel, regardless of your actual wealth. True wealth is a state of mind, not just a financial status. Number 4. Love and self-discovery. Shifting focus from chasing love to understanding ourselves creates an environment where love can naturally find us. Knowing our core values helps us find the type of love that aligns with our needs. Arthur Schopenhauer, a German philosopher, argued that humans irrationally seek more to satisfy desires, perpetuating those desires. He believed that we desire because of our innate will to live, leading us to seek satisfaction in various ways. Schopenhauer saw this unending striving as the root of human suffering, which can't be eased by worldly pleasures. He posited that the only escape from this cycle is to detach from the will, which he considered the ultimate goal of life. According to Schopenhauer, our minds perceive a lack when we deem the present moment inadequate. This leads us to seek comfort in what we think will bring more pleasure. However, even upon achieving these goals, the same dissatisfaction persists. Schopenhauer emphasized that no fulfilled desire can provide lasting satisfaction, suggesting that all intense pleasures are misleading and illusory. To make the backwards law work for us, affirmations can be helpful, but they need to align with our beliefs. Saying "I'm a millionaire" repeatedly won't help if deep down you don't believe it. The conscious mind resists beliefs that don't match its reality, preventing them from reaching the subconscious and impacting our actions. Instead of focusing solely on the end goal, like becoming a millionaire, concentrate on the steps that lead to success. For example, in business, view each website click or client call as progress toward your goal. Celebrating these small victories conditions your subconscious for growth, moving away from a scarcity mindset. Aligning desire with imagination is key. Over-focusing on a goal can hinder progress by neglecting the imaginative process needed to achieve it. It's important to differentiate between merely wanting something and truly believing it's attainable. Both desire and imagination should work together. While hard work and perseverance are valuable, belief in your ability to achieve your goal is crucial. Imagine and trust in the possibility of success. Napoleon Hill noted the continuous work of the subconscious mind, awake or asleep. Joseph Murphy illustrates this with the example of walking on a plank. On the ground, it's easy because there's no risk, aligning desire with belief. But elevated 20 feet in the air, the risk of falling disrupts this alignment, making it harder. This idea emphasizes the power of the subconscious mind, which shapes most of our thoughts and actions. It's essential to be present in the moment, as Buddha advised, focusing on the now rather than dwelling on the past or future. In doing so, we can better align our desires and beliefs, making our goals more attainable. Anticipatory anxiety happens when we face unknown or uncertain situations, causing stress about the future. It's common and can show up as physical symptoms like sweating, shaking, or a racing heart, as well as negative thoughts like fear and doubt. To manage this anxiety, we need to let go of trying to control everything, which can be hard. There are effective strategies to handle anticipatory anxiety, such as mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy, and relaxation techniques. These can help improve mental well-being and balance conscious and subconscious decision-making. Reframing our perspective is also helpful. Instead of seeing challenges as threats, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This change in mindset lets our intuitive and subconscious processes guide our actions more naturally. Consider how we learn to drive. At first, it's tough and demands full attention, but over time, driving becomes a subconscious act. We can even multitask while driving, though focus on the road is crucial. This concept extends to the flow state, where actions happen effortlessly. Musicians with their instruments or dancers with their moves often experience this. High-performing individuals like painters, chess players, and climbers also demonstrate this state. Too much conscious effort can disrupt this flow, as overthinking creates mental blocks and self-criticism. Entering the flow state means letting go of excessive control, allowing conscious intent to guide us without interrupting our intuitive abilities. Seneca's wisdom reflects this idea. True happiness comes from enjoying the present without worrying about the future. Clinging too tightly to something can make it slip away. Learning to let go and be present improves our relationships, health, and focus. Living in the moment heightens our awareness, helping us understand our strengths and weaknesses. With this self-awareness, we can set and achieve goals that align with our vision for the future. By being present and intentional, we create a fulfilling and purposeful life one step at a time.